Welcome back to Character Conversions, where I try to bring fictional characters to life in D&D. Today I fulfill the request from Max Steele for the richest duck in the world, Scrooge McDuck. For stats, we'll be using the standard array of the player's handbook, divided up as you see here. Dexterity is our primary stat, as despite our old age, we're still pretty quick on our feet. And strength is obviously much lower than it should be because we are in D&D, not Toon World. For race, I don't know of an anthropomorphic duck race, but as I understand it, Scrooge made his fortune during the Gold Rush, so I'll be going with Dwarf. Specifically the mark of Warding Dwarf from Eberron rising from the last war. This gives us a +2 to Constitution and a +1 to Intelligence, raising them to 16 and 14 respectively. We gain Dark Vision out to 60 feet, a walking speed of 25 feet, Dwarven Resilience gives us advantage on saves against poison and resistance to poison damage, Dwarven Combat Training gives us proficiency with axes and hammers. We gain proficiency with an artisan's tool of our choice. We will be grabbing mason's tools. Though we can't build a wall in 5 seconds like they do in the cartoons, we at least know how to. Stone Cunning will allow us to add double our proficiency bonus to history checks to determine the origin of stonework, which will be very useful for an archaeological adventure. As a mark of the Warding Dwarf, we gain Warder's Intuition, allowing us to add a d4 to investigation and thieves' tools checks. Wards and Seals will allow us to cast Alarm and Mage Armor once per long rest. We definitely want to be able to know if someone enters our vault, and with Mage Armor we can always wear our finest clothes. For background, first I chose Urchin because Scrooge started at the bottom, but then I switched to Archaeologist because Scrooge is a self-made duck and treasure hunter. Then I switched to Noble because my main exposure to Scrooge is DuckTales. This gives us History and Persuasion as skill proficiencies. We gain one type of gaming set, I say chess for Scrooge. We learn an additional language, pick whatever feature campaign. Our feature will be the Retainers feature, giving us 3 followers, allowing us to have our 3 nephews, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. For class, we'll be going with Rogue. This gives us a d8 hit die, proficiency with Dexterity and Intelligence saves. For skills, we'll pick up Acrobatics, Insight, Investigation, and Perception. We're proficient with Light Armor, and with simple weapons, hand crossbows, long swords, rapiers, and short swords. As a first level rogue, we gain expertise in 2 skills of our choice. We will choose History and Investigation to help with our treasure hunting endeavors. Next, we gain 1d6 of sneak attack. We can't use it with Arcane, so for game purposes, I recommend using a rapier and calling it a cane sword. Finally, we gain Knowledge of Thieves' Cant. When you start at the bottom like Scrooge did, it makes sense that you might pick this up. At second level, we gain Cunning Action, allowing us to dash, disengage, or hide as a bonus action. Third level means we choose our Roguish archetype, for which we'll be choosing Inquisitive from Xanathar's Guide to Everything. This grants us Ear for Deceit. Now when we roll an insight check to determine if someone is lying, we treat any roll of 7 or lower as an 8. This should help us in any business deals. Eye for Detail allows us to make a perception check as a bonus action to spot a hidden creature or object, or an investigation check to uncover or decipher clues. Insightful Fighting allows us to, as a bonus action, make an insight check versus the target's deception check. If we succeed, for 1 minute we can deal sneak attack damage so long as we don't have disadvantage when we attack them. Next, our sneak attack increases to 2d6. And finally, our Wards and Seals ability from Mark of Warding Dwarf improves, allowing us to now cast Arcane Lock once per long rest as well. As a 4th level rogue, we gain our first ability score improvement. We'll trade this for the Squat Nimbleness feat. This will increase our dexterity by 1 to a 16, we increase our walking speed by 5 feet to 30 feet, we gain proficiency in athletics, and now we have advantage on any acrobatics or athletics checks we make to escape from being grappled. At 5th level, Rogue grants us Uncanny Dodge and increases our sneak attack to 3d6. Uncanny Dodge will allow us to use our reaction to halve the damage of any attack that hits us. 6th level grants us expertise in 2 more skills of our choice. I'll grab Athletics and Persuasion. Athletics could explain how we win at arm wrestling with prison inmates, and Persuasion is another useful skill for a businessman. As a 7th level rogue, we gain Evasion and increase our sneak attack to 4d6. With Evasion, now when we succeed on a dexterity save for half damage, we instead take no damage and only half damage if we fail. 8th level is our next ability score improvement. We'll drop this into our Intelligence, raising it to a 16. As a 9th level Inquisitive, we gain Steady Eye and increase our sneak attack to 5d6. Steady Eye will give us advantage on any perception or investigation check so long as we move only half our speed on our turn. 10th level is another ability score improvement. We'll drop this into our Dexterity this time, raising it to an 18. As an 11th level rogue, we gain Reliable Talent, and our sneak attack increases to 6d6. Reliable Talent makes it so when we make a check that adds our proficiency bonus, we treat any roll on the d20 of 9 or lower as a 10. Scrooge wants a certain level of productivity in all aspects of life. 12th level is our next ability score improvement. We'll drop this into Constitution this time, raising it to an 18. 13 level Inquisitives gain Unerring Eye and increase sneak attack to 76. Unerring Eye makes it so a number of times equal to our Wisdom modifier each long rest. As an action, we can sense the presence of illusions or shape changers or magic designed to deceive the senses within 30 feet of us, provided we aren't blinded or deafened. No one is pulling one over on us without significant effort. 14th level Rogues gain Blind Sense out to 10 feet, making us aware of any hidden or invisible creatures. At 15th level, we gain Slippery Mind, giving us proficiency in Wisdom saves and increase our sneak attack to 8d6. 16th level is another ability score improvement. We'll drop this into our Intelligence, raising it to an 18. At 17th level, Inquisitive Rogues gain Eye for Weakness and increase sneak attack to 96. Eye for Weakness makes it so while using our Insightful Fighting feature, we increase our sneak attack damage by 3d6 against that creature. 18th level grants us Elusive, making so no attack roll has advantage against us. Smarter than the Smarties and tougher than the Toughies. 19th level is our final ability score improvement. We'll drop this into our Strength, raising it to a 10. This is mainly because I just feel like Scrooge shouldn't have a negative modifier at the end. Finally, our sneak attack increases to 10d6. At 20th level, the capstone of our build is Stroke of Luck. Once per short rest, if we miss with an attack, we can turn the miss into a hit. Alternatively, if we fail an ability check, we can treat the d20 roll as though it were a 20. I've seen it mentioned that apparently Scrooge is very lucky, so this is appropriate, I think. End result sees us with an AC of 17 thanks to Mage Armor, an average of 173 hit points. If you go with the Rapier like I suggested, your average is 8 damage with a hit, 43 with sneak attack, and 54 with insightful fighting. But damage in direct combat isn't really what we're going for. We're a treasure hunter. We use our plus 16 bonus with investigation and history and inability to roll less than 26 to track down potential rare finds in the world. Then using things like our blind sense, advantage on perception and investigation checks, so long as we take our time, to find the treasure and make more money. After a few adventures, we'll be able to fill our vault with enough gold to swim in. Though I don't recommend it, as the falling damage from diving headfirst into a pile of gold coins will hurt. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment your opinions or suggestions for new builds. I hope all your 20s are natural. See you next time.